Coffee! Must not sleep. Must be awake. Coffee. I'm awake! Oh, utilities? Yes, I know them. You take a child, then a turbine, and sulfuric acid is utility. Now leave. And so here we are with the utilities, this time with only 3 parts as there's not much to talk about. So without a further ado... Oh, but before that, this video is brought to you by my merch store. Want a cool looking t-shirt, a sticker or even a mug? Well, check out my merch store, link for that down below. And so the only choice you have, the only option to take, the only path to explore with utilities. There really is no variety, both in tools and their application within nearly dangerous. Maybe one day, some long time ago. But today the game's environment has changed and left utility slot quite barren and monotone. Regardless then, let's start with the ammo capacity increasement upgrade for heatsinks and maybe chaff. Maybe, but certainly not the point defense. So here's the thing, for heatsinks you get 1 extra charge, which is broken. How may you ask? Well, after you die, things get resupplied to your ship, all except for explosive weapons, which in itself is retarded, but whatever. Regardless, heatsinks you do get resupplied, but only to its default amount, which is 2. So if you have upgrade on it, you should get 3 extra charges, but instead you get 2! Unless of course you manually resupply, which let's be honest, oftentimes we forget. Basically, this exposes the lack of quality assurance in development team when they made this system, since this is not the only instance of negligence. And it also points out the neglitude and complete disregard for engineering in general, as this is a bug that has been existed there and reported countless times over these past few years. Now you have 1 more charge, making it 4 total charges, which, trust me, is a godsend when you're fighting Targoids and whatnot else. So this is a definite must-have. As for chaff, well, you get extra 5 charges for already 11 default charges. Sure is a bigger improvement than heatsinks, yet technically it shows the same percentage, because guess what, you don't count the one that's in the chamber. I mean, how big of a dipshit move is that? But whatever, if you must develop like this, develop it like an idiot. Oh, and point defense. Okay, so my question is, when have any of you ran out of point defense ammo as is? Ever? Now that's the definition of pointless. Oh boy, where do I begin? Well, right. This, the heavy-duty boosters, is the pinnacle of game-breaking and ruining. Blatant disregard for your own game! Now, boosters, as they are quite good. Like, seriously, just go with the heavy-duty and forget about issues with shields ever. That's all ever a savvy player needs to ever know. But as for those who care about the state of the game and this little thing called fair gameplay, well, stay around and listen in on how broken good the shield boosters are. First off, shield boosters add a percentage of the shield to the total shield strength. So let's say you have a shield of strength 100 points. Then you throw in a booster with 20% boost, which means you get a shield of 120 points. With 2 such boosters you get 140, with 3 such boosters you get 160, etc, etc. This of itself is not too bad of a choice if a bit powerful on some bigger ships, but regardless, can be balanced. Second, and this is where the flying porta potty hits the jet turbine. Engineering is so lazy. The developers didn't put in a flat number increase for upgrades, but resorted to percentage-based increasements. Okay, that sounds kinda careless, but also balance capable, if kinda hard to do. Then the third, none of the engineering upgrades except for the ones that increase the integrity for modules go past 100% improvement. Integrity improvement actually can be excused due to massive module damage capabilities of other weapons, but shield boosters? How big do you think improvement they get? Well, if you go by the game's information and what it gives you, well, it gives you below 100% improvement.
But Yamix, that does not sound like an issue. What the fuck are you even talking about, you Latvian piece of shit?
Well, look again. The person who had the task of making shield boosters was an idiot. See, booster main value is already a percentage. So that idiot decided to just add percentages, meaning that this is the only flat increasement, except some miscellaneous crap, in the whole engineering. So now you go from 20% boost on A-graded booster up to 73.9% boost. Now, those of you that are not completely brain dead can calculate that this is almost 400% improvement. No, not 50, 400! And the fun doesn't end there. So let's take an E-rated booster, a 4% it gives by default. Now, thanks to engineering, you can boost it up to 50.7%. And that amounts to improvement of 1,267.5%! Are you fucking kidding me? But returning to the A-graded shield booster, this basically makes one shield booster capable of almost doubling the amount of shield capacity. And while a more direct comparison, hull reinforcement packages do get the normal sub 100 improvement for each part. So where's the fucking fairness in that? This is the leading cause of the so-called shield meta, where the ships like Cutter, that has the highest base shield with the prismatics, can reach up to 13,000 points of health. And not counting the free slots for hull as well underneath all that. That sort of a ship is indestructible. And then you just wonder, what the fuck is even the point of playing anymore? This update has solely, in my opinion, ruined any variation in ship defense builds, making hull tanks useless, although missiles help too, and made the game uninteresting and stale, be that PvP or PvE. The lack of any checks and balances here is so blatant and so disgusting that idiot who didn't even think to bother to check the shit truly has no business in making new features, if you know what I mean. And it kinda gets me sometimes how a lot of you still think that this upgrade is good. Well, okay, yes, it's good for you, but is it good for the game? Or do you just don't care? That's my question. Now the thing is, the dev team knows that this is broken, but won't change it because Care Bears will get upset. And since then have tried to make tools to not deal with this issue directly, but go around it. Like, properly balancing things, but instead making such useless things and garbage like flechette launcher that just ignores the shields outright. It's pathetic and needs to be talked about. Okay, well, sorry if the rant got a little long there, but it's truly something that quite frustrates me in Elite Dangerous. The fact that developers are spineless, or just maybe they don't give a fuck. As long as the game doesn't cause game breaks, and therefore sales, and the community with its status quo are happy, who cares, right? Everyone's got overpowered stuff and no one cares about the fair gameplay, right? It's all stale. Let's just continue doing what we do. Why not? This, of course, is not the only problem child in engineering. As said, it's all careless. It has the attitude of, let's just slap a percentile on it and let's just go to the pub. And this is not even mentioning the material grind that you have to go through. Thank fuck we got the Gamblatron 9000 removed from engineering. Can't even begin to explain how disgusting and horrible that was. Oh, and as for the last thing in this list, the super capacitor experimental, it's the same as heavy duty. It just continues the same issue as well. I know, I usually try to inject some levity in my videos, but this is just so blatant, careless attitude. And it has gone on for so long, it's just not funny anymore. Anyways, yes, this is such a good upgrade list, it's the only choice, but not for the good reasons, and that's a very sad statement. So let me know what you think down below. Maybe spread the video and the word of the mighty Yamix. Maybe we can change something. But until then, I guess just pick up this and uphold the precious status quo. Some of you so much love it seems. No, but anyways, there are other parts of the series, so do go check out those if this was a bit too somber, or perhaps just go take a look at the whole playlist. Why not? There's plenty of information there. As for me, I honestly need a little bit rest. Not only because I just ranted a lot, but also because my throat is kind of giving up. Anyways, thanks for watching, so see you around.